already know what time it is. I am your host. I forgot. I give my character, I give myself a name in every single one of these series, so I forget to use it. So I am your host, Professor Foxworthy, the Safari Fox, and I am going back into the beta, whatever variation of it. You know, it's funny. Went off on a tangent. So I was like, how do you pronounce beta? I'm like, well, of course I know how to pronounce beta. I know all of those Greek alphabets. You got your alpha, and your beta, and your zeta, and your eta, gamma, and all of a sudden it hit me like, alpha or beta, alphabet, alphabet? And then I just had to immediately look up the etymology of the word alphabet. Because I'm like, wait a second, alphabet, that's basically alpha beta. And yeah, apparently that's exactly where the term alphabet comes from. I'm like, oh, wow, didn't even know that. Just kind of like realized the association between the words. Hopefully going off-road isn't a mistake. Anyways, what are we doing today? Oh man, I love that. Sad now. I'm sad now. I haven't seen a survey car in a minute. They don't seem to appear very often in Lethal Zone. Anyways, as I was saying, we're going to continue our quest to reveal all of the landmark location in the game, and this time we are in Cascade Hills to see whatever the landmark location is. I will have to, I don't even know what it is yet, to take a look at it. I just know that we currently have the interfering plague heart on GPS, or on map target, whatever you want to call it. On waypoint, there you go. I came up with the word. On waypoint. And, oh, it's the Leeds Concrete silo. Oh, yeah, I can see that. It would not have come to mind. I would not have thought of it, if someone had me guess, like, what would it be? I would not have guessed Leeds. I'll be the first to confess that. I would never have successfully guessed it. But now that I'm looking at Leeds, I can understand. Yeah, Leeds actually is. It's pretty notable. And, yeah. So I guess the first thing we got to do is blow up to this plague heart. Oh, yeah. So, my Bluetooth receiver came in, but apparently...
Hard to believe this place was used by people once.
But apparently, the Xbox Elite controller, at least the first series of Xbox Elite controllers, they don't use Bluetooth. So I'm stuck using mouse and keyboard still. However, it was only partially a loss, because it turns out that my headset can connect to Bluetooth. So at least I'm using my nice Turtle Beach headset. For a second, I thought the Turtle Beach headset wouldn't work either, but it does. So, half good, half not as good. I did place an order for Amazon. Unfortunately, I got Amazon Prime, so I did place an order for a Microsoft adapter, because that's you have to have an adapter. Apparently, the Generation 2 Elite controllers, they do have Bluetooth built into them, but not this one, unfortunately. Too bad we are using a cleaver instead of a nice heavy weapon, or even a blunt weapon. When attacking a plague heart in melee combat, you're really looking for. I can't even think. I remember brain fart. God damn it! Impact. That's what I'm looking for. Wow. These zombies are like really not motivated. There's just more zombies guarding the area, just incidentally. Like, I'm chopping them up with a cleaver, like serving up like that plague heart, prime cut, and nothing.
It's damaged. Just keep on.
You notice that the majority of the plague heart's health is kind of in that first one. Also, here's the thing I've noticed. The plague heart seems to actually take physical, it shows physical signs of damage. Like, you see all these cracks in it, like these kind of blood vessels or something. I don't know if that was always there. It might have been there. Like, I feel like I remember The blood vessels and everything. Wow, there we go. Oh, I don't know what that. Wait, how do I equip? Equip F. There we go. I don't. Oh, I want this. Equip that. Take one of those. Drop. Like I said, if you're wondering why I'm not collecting everything, it's because I just don't need it. I just don't care. Like it's. I have no intention to use them, so it's not even really a big deal. I'm gonna break this, and I will take to drop those. I want the gasoline canister, and I could actually wind up using this, so I think I'll take that. Okay. Oh, I guess this is technically. Making progress, even in the meter. So off we go. Now that we have this, we should... Also, I can loot that for building materials, although I'll have to drive all the way back to base. Okay, so... On to Leeds Concrete... Oh, going reverse, not forward. Don't need to drive into a wall now. Leeds Concrete Silos. I believe I can just drive up the stairs. Oh man, it looks like I believed wrong. Well, there's... Okay, it looks like I can't even... I'm sure there's... Wait, nope, I see it. I see it. Right there. That ramp looks like a nice, clean way for my vehicle to get... Oh, God. Come on. There we go. What? I can't make it up here? Are you joking? Okay, I'm about to say. Come on, game. You know that that's not steep enough. I have to be able to have a lie to me about that. Okay. What is this next to it? A utility ship. Interesting. Well, we've already checked one of those out. Our goal is to check out some additional... Our goal is to check out some of the other outposts as well. And, let's start with this, though.
Maybe I should
Where's he?
rest for a moment.
Oh, don't look. No, I don't want to fight. We're all friends. Like, there's no need to fight. Like, humans and zombies can get along. Okay, so here we are. Leeds Concrete. Landmark Outpost that speeds up build times and eliminates materials maintenance costs. Oh, God. Wait, did he find me? He found me. Who's Mac? Oh, wow, you survived? All of a sudden, you need to die. Okay. A landmark outpost that speeds up build times and eliminates materials maintenance costs. That is already, if that is all this thing did, that is already really good. And why is that so good? That basically means you don't need any building material outposts for the purpose of neutralizing material losses, and it frees up a large facility slot from the, what do you call it? Oh my God, the brain fart. The staging area, which does the same thing. So this is immediately seeming like it's going to be really good. For upkeep, we could choose to spend either influence, labor, or parts. So it looks like, okay, let's just claim it first, and then we can see what we're dealing with. This already seems like it's going to be really good right off the bat. So, here is our outpost. Does it say anything different? A towering landmark of Drucker County that speeds up building times and eliminates the material upkeep for... Okay, it says the same thing. All right, so here is our 3 strategies. So, the first strategy is we can get free material upkeep for 2 labor. Reduce our available labor by assigning our own community members to maintain this outpost. That seems to be a running theme, the idea of, especially because like your labor really isn't good for a whole lot once you've maxed out your base. So, I don't think that's a bad idea. We can have influence, basically trade influence for the effect. So basically, I guess what we're saying, we're going to get the same effect no matter what. We're just choosing what method of payment do we want. And, so this one is 100 influence per day. Passively spend influence each day hiring our neighbors to keep this outpost running. And parts. 50 parts a day. Passively spend parts each day, preparing special kits to help keep our outpost functioning. So, in fact, I think these options are basically the same as the windmill. It's just that the effect is different. And, honestly, the labor is probably the best choice. Maybe not in the beginning of the game, because we only have 3 labor to begin with. So let's just do this one, because this is the one that we have the largest quantity of. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that one. And let me... Oh, might as well loot this here. Quick.
Oh, good.
If I get anything. Hand grenades and road flares. What are you going to get over here? Pipe bomb. I don't know why I'm looting these. It feels like it's incomplete if I don't.
Oh, there's some good stuff here.
Oh, building materials. I need those, actually. Also, it looks like Leeds is also actually pretty good loot. Well, like, I mean, this was always a pretty good location. Like, if you're playing in Cascade Hills, this was always a pretty solid place to hunt for supplies in general. Like, there's typically multiple buildings that would give you building materials, which is extremely valuable in the lethal zone, where building materials are much harder to find and therefore way more of a premium in value. So we're going to be looking for more outposts to claim in order to confirm their effects. As I said, I am convinced that the typical resource ones they'll just kind of follow the same pattern of teaching you a skill and whatnot. But I will check them all out anyways, as well as some of the ones that you have asked me to check out. I may need to spend some time finding them, though. And I guess the first thing I should do is reveal this. So I will see you in a moment.
I wonder if there are long-term biological effects from exploring plague territory.
Wait a second. Was that the text-to-speech voice? Like, you know, I can't re-listen to that until I record the episode and go to editing, but I'm pretty sure that was the text-to-speech voice. Like, I might be crazy. I might just be listening to too many stupid, surreal memes, but, like, pretty sure that was text-to-speech female voice. I have no idea. Anyways, it doesn't look like there are a whole lot of outposts that I want to investigate here, but I did see some that I want to investigate. That said, I do need to remove the local plague heart that is just stinking up the place like crazy.
Plague hearts must give off tremendous heat.
Okay, wait, I want to close the door. That's all I want. I want to close the door. Don't attack me. I'm here to kill you, not other way around. Oh god. Oh my, it's so dark in here. Why is it so dark? It's not even nighttime. Very dark. Can't see a thing. Excuse you? Did you just belch? Now that we have this nice heavy weapon, this should be much easier. Oh, I see them on the radar. They're coming to, like, try to, like, smack them. I don't think it will work, though. Just saying. Oh, God. That's a lot of them. We go outside. Well, I'm gonna fight where there's, like, you know, a little more... Get my crouch to get my stamina back. There we go. No! He interrupted my counterattack. Wow. No. A daring zombie. I don't know why I use that counterattack. It's such a bad move. Like, the counterattack stinks so much for heavy weapons. I guess it's just the force of habit. Okay, I think the area is secure. Let's go ahead and continue the smashinating. It's the hog splitter! No, don't fart on me. That is not my thing. That is not my fetish. No, I'm closing the door on you. Oh, I'm opening the door on you, though. Okay. Oh. Did I interrupt him that time? Come on. I just need to, like, squish a name. There we go. Now I need to get my stamina back. Oh. I mean, heavy weapons can be fun to use, but let me tell you, I definitely am not one to, I will not vouch for their efficiency in terms of, like, how effective they are in combat. Will not get that from Fox. How did that die? Come on. Why didn't that hit multiple targets? I'm just trying to murder your town. I'm just trying to, like, destroy your home. Like, why are you so, like, upset about this? It's really not that big of a deal. Like, I think you guys are overreacting. There. Let me destroy your home. Come on, 4 hits, 5 hits to kill him. Chicken, what? 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 This is like the god zombie? Zombie had some hit points. Please don't break. I'll be so sad if this weapon breaks. Okay. What's inside it? Guess I can use that. Why not? Building material? Oh, an even bell. Okay, I could dump this. Actually, I need to scrap that weapon because we are going to check something. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I spending so much time? Anyways, I'm spending all this time doing that instead of like, okay, so what we're going to take a look at is this espresso stand. Might as well. Don't see the harm in it. And away we go. Look, don't get mad at Fox if he isn't quite as on point with his combat because he's playing on mouse and keyboard. Like I'm figuring it out. It's not the end of the world. It's all good. Okay, so here's an espresso outpost. Looks like we're gonna get 3 things from this. Confirm. First, I'd like to drop my stuff off. Use it as its normal function of an outpost. That's good. Okay, so outpost options. Open the outpost. So the espresso outpost gives us the +3 morale. It always did that though. That's really nothing to talk about. We gain the ability to learn cooking and the ability to make espresso. Espresso, if you're not familiar with what espresso does, is it basically cancels out your character's fatigue. Fatigue is like if we look at your health bar, if your character is awake too long, they'll get sleepy and start taking stamina penalties. That's what the espresso is. It's actually pretty useful, and if you can fit an espresso stand into your configuration, typically not a bad idea, just because like the espresso and a little bit of morale plus the espresso, it's like I said, it's not bad. But it looks like there's no way to upgrade or anything, and I mean, I don't, there's no harm in it. And I believe if we were to look at our cooking skill and use it again, I am expecting to get 3 stars. Let's try. There's 2. 3. And that's it. That's it. That's it. So yeah, that meets my expectation. That is what I expected from it. Let's also go ahead and take a look at our outpost. So right now, we've set Leeds Concrete for preventing us from... So basically, if you're wondering what proper maintenance is, free materials upkeep, unfortunately, my base can't really illustrate that. But basically what it would mean is if you constructed a building that had a -1 material per day upkeep, this would counteract it. It's the same effect as... can I find it? The staging area. So... here's the staging area. What it does is it speeds up build times, but the main thing it does, I like how it says also reduces maintenance costs to 0. They should kind of flip those around. The main reason you want the staging area, it's not to speed up build times. That's not the reason you want it. You want it to reduce facility maintenance costs to 0, and that basically means that the staging area provides 1 material for every 1 material that you would lose. Oh, look, you can't even look at the requirements. So it's an outdoor. That makes sense. All large facilities are outdoor, but no existing Leeds Concrete. So basically, if you capture Leeds Concrete, you can't even use. You're not even eligible to construct a staging area. That is interesting. So let me check my effects or my bonuses. So nothing here. But I wanted to, so you may not, if you go through your effects tab, this is where you can see all the things that are affecting your, here it is, 50%, okay, so we got a 50% building speed. That is because our characters are cheerful. That refers to this. The first tier of positive morale is cheerful, which increases how quickly we do stuff and gives us more EXP. But I could have swore that it said that this was supposed to... Because, hold on a second, let me read all this stuff first. Knowledge of cooking, legacies, temporary storage, experience rate, outpost, base water and power. Okay, so I don't see that. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, if you're wondering where I'm going with this. They are blocking us off from accessing the staging area. I understand why they're doing this, but it does still do something different than Leeds Concrete. It does speed up building times, and... that means you can't do that anymore. So if you have Leeds Concrete, and like I said, I could have swore that, yeah, look at it right there. It says, Leeds Concrete speeds up build times and eliminates daily materials cost to our base with the daily cost of influence. Where is my increase in speed? It's not here. I think that it either A, they forgot to add it in as a tooltip, and perhaps we actually are getting the effect, or maybe we're not getting the effect, and that's a bug, or I don't know, but yeah, I'd consider it a bug. It's an oversight, because we should, basically, Leeds thingy should be completely obsoleting the staging area, but in that case, it's not, so... Oh, it's right here! Building prep. So now that we've activated it, okay, so we have the ability to change our strategy, but here it is, building prep, 50% build action speed for an hour. Okay, it's right there. We just have to activate it. I thought it might have been a constant effect. And then professional construction, that does require the knowledge of construction, but once again, like, it's insanely fast building speeds for, I don't know, I don't think that's an extremely valuable thing. It's like, I don't think that building things super fast is all that important. I don't think any of this is going to change, though, so let's just go ahead and do it just for the sake of thoroughness, though. Anyways, I will look for... So I'm going to go ahead and release our espresso stand, and I'll go look for something else to capture. Okay, so I don't think I actually want to capture this facility, or this outpost, but this is the electricity version of the utilities outpost, so I just want to preview what we've got here. So the primary feature is obviously base-wide power. It costs 2 fuel per day. So once again, this is something that you could compare to the wind farm. You know, like 2 fuel per day. I mean, that probably is the worst one out of all of those options, but it's not like insanely bad. It's just, man, I really hope they improve the wind farm. So we would also gain the ability to learn utilities. We would get access to electricity. There is a morale bonus for having it. It's like +5. And of course, you would also gain the +2 fuel cost. Now, I don't want to capture it because it would eat up. Because if I release the outpost, I get like 50% back. So you'd still lose 1,000 influence. But I can see here that there is no indicator that this can be upgraded. So I think it's safe to say that this is going to be no different than the water providing version of the utilities outpost. So I don't think there's really anything to see there. Oh, would you look at this? I've got a Mr. Feral after me. Look, I'll fight him. I'll fight him even... Wait, how do I dodge again? Okay, I'll do it. I'll fight him. Even on PC controls that I'm really bad at, I'll do it anyways. I'll beat his butt. I will... Nope. Oh, he dodged my attack. Oh my god, what a jerk. Why would you do that? I need to use a knife. Okay, don't do that. Oh, hi, Dutch. Think. What are you gonna do? You gonna attack? Attack. That's right. You're not a plague feral, so that means you can't do like plague damage on it. So apparently that's a glitch. So quick news about I've heard that. So if you've played Lethal Zone, you know that the plague feral is capable of infecting you even on a clean dodge. Apparently that is a glitch that they're trying to figure out how to clean up. Also, I'm here just to clean up my inventory. Gonna be jump cutting to somewhere better. Alright, so I'm still exploring for more outposts. I'm trying to find... I can't remember where the artillery outpost is, because that's one of the things I want to check. So right now, it's meeting our expectation. I just switched this over to the reduced labor version, and yeah, okay, so we're down to 1 labor, you know, two... We have 3 populations, so 3 labor, 2 used up by Leeds Concrete. Honestly... You wouldn't even lose the labor if you're using the Red Talent Officer's Quarters, because one of its effects is +2 labor for an hour, so honestly, I think that's really good. I'll give you my thoughts about the outpost later on, but let me go ahead and switch it to the final one, the 50 parts. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we can all tell what it does. In the meantime, though, I'm going to search for the artillery outpost. Alright, so I did clear the Plague Heart here, and I did find the outpost. So let's go ahead and claim this, and this will be the final one we claim for our research purposes. So here we go, claim the outpost. Here is the artillery outpost. So what it's going to give us is the radio command for the artillery strike. Always had that. Switching characters, yada yada, supply locker, safe area. So it looks to me like the artillery outpost is no different. Like you can see right here, there's only one bonus effect, because this is just the icon of the artillery outpost. These are the effects right over here, and I don't see anything. This just provides us with artillery strikes. So it seems like the artillery outpost is the same as it's always been. I can go over here, and I can even see here that the only effect that we're getting is that it unlocks artillery strikes. And then over here we've got our Leeds Concrete. Oh, well, we got 30 seconds to show that. Anyways, while that's going on, I guess I'll loot this real quick. Oh my god, the M4X2 light SSW. That's actually one of the less common weapons in the game. That's kind of neat, you know. Can't really do much with it, but... And I'm not gonna, you know, some of you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, Fox, you need to transfer that weapon over. It's like, kind of uncommon. Not gonna happen. It's gonna get, like, the leader-ronied. Go ahead and throw this in here. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that now. So now that Leeds is providing us with 50, we're basically getting the same thing, but for minus 50 parts, and we can confirm that somewhere our economics parts. There we go. Minus 50 parts a day. Leeds Concrete spend 50 parts a day, so you know, it meets expectations. Everything does about what you would think it would do. So now I'm going to give you my reaction to... Why can't I look this? I'm looking at it. There we go.
Well, it's not really anything special.
So my reaction to this is... I think that this is probably the best outpost so far, because completely removing your... What do you call it? Building material upkeep? That's a really desirable thing. So what this is basically doing, in essence, is it is essentially, this is the way I would look at it. It is a outpost that is giving you another large facility. So since we are playing on Cascade Hills, the most large facilities that you can get from a base is 2. You can get 2 from, where is it? Over here, you can get 2 from More and More. And then you can get 2 from the container fort. And that's it. There is no base here that has 3 large facilities. So this is similar to adding a 3rd large facility. It's just that it has to be the staging area. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. The staging area is a pretty good large facility, simply because a lot of bases will be losing, like, 5 materials per day, and that's honestly not bad. Like you could definitely, I mean, like some people might prefer to solve that problem through other means. I mean, I guess you could also claim 2 other outposts and upgrade them to get plus 6 materials per day, and that could also neutralize it. But this lets you do it in a single outpost. So I think it's really good. Like I think it's a good effect. I definitely think it's absolutely better than the windmill. There's no doubt about that. Is it better than New Hope Church? I want to say yes. Like, I think there is some room for debate there, mainly because I think on Lethal Zone, the Stronghold doctrine is really good. That's the one that gives you the rooftop recon and the sniper support. But at the same time, you know, if we're talking about Lethal Zone, having a staging area to neutralize material losses, and materials are a real pain on Lethal Zone, I would say that's also really, really good. So, I mean, it kind of goes either way. Like, I think they're both really, really good. I mean, I guess you could say with this, you could just have kind of both. You could capture this landmark, get your resources, neutralize your upkeep, and then just build a sniper tower? And then have both? But I guess you could also say the other thing as well, like, you could have the sniper... Well, the thing is, the sniper tower is better than the stronghold strategy, because the sniper tower's cooldown is 10 minutes, if I recall. So, hard to say. Hard to say. I guess the most important thing, though, is perhaps a better argument is that maybe it just doesn't matter which is better, because it's not like you can transfer the benefits in between. Like, basically, you can't have the Leeds Concrete benefit on a different map. So it might not really matter which one is better, per se. But what I would say is they would both be worth using. That is what I will say for sure. Like, if you are on Providence Ridge, I would definitely use... I can't even remember them, because I'm not used to the names of the locations. I would definitely use New Hope Church. And if I was playing on Cascade Hills, I definitely would be using Leeds Concrete. So I think they are both really, really good. And that's good. So that means we're 2 for 3. 2 of the effects were really good, and 1 of the effects was not so good, but we're still in the beta. And so you guys should tell Undead Labs that you don't think that the windmill... Here's the way to phrase it. Tell Undead Labs that the windmill farm is not good enough, and because it's not good enough, it makes you kind of not want to play Mayor Valley, because it's like, okay, Mayor Valley has a crummy Landmark Outpost. That discourages me from playing it. And that you think that, you know, the game would be better if the benefit of the windmill farm was more comparable to that of Drucker County or I guess Cascade Hills. We haven't been to Drucker County yet. Cascade Hills and Providence Ridge. That's the way that I would phrase it, because I don't think that's dishonest. I mean, if you don't feel that way, don't tell them that way. But to me, that's not dishonest. And I think it's also a pretty compelling. I keep thinking like. Anyways, that is what I think about it. I think it's a really, really good. As for which one do I think is the best, I think the 50 materials a day isn't bad. The only one I wouldn't use is, I mean, they're all not bad, honestly. 100 influence, I mean, in the beginning that might be a pain, but not really. Like, it's not hard to gain 100 influence per day, but it's also not hard to get 50, parts per day. And, I mean, labor isn't really that valuable once you've got, like, a community of, like, 6 people. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think they're all pretty similar. So, but, you know, the main point is that the good news is that it's really good. I like Leeds Concrete. I think you should definitely capture it. I think it's a very worthy landmark to claim. And we also confirmed that it doesn't matter which utility outpost you claim. Like, they work the same way, power or electricity. And we can also say that the espresso stand teaches cooking, which is cool. I guess it gives you access to cooking. Not my favorite skill, far from it. But, you know, potentially useful. Just a nice bonus to the espresso outpost. On the other hand, the espresso house can't be upgraded, so... I mean, I don't know what you would upgrade it into. And then you've got the artillery outpost, which it was just the same. It was unchanged. To keep telling me what you want me to test. I know you guys want me to test the 5th skills, but let's get through the outposts first, like kind of, you know, one thing at a time. So in the next episode, we're going to hit Drucker County, and I hear it's the hospital. So I've got high hopes for the hospital. Like an idea of like a medical focused thing. That sounds like it actually could be really, really awesome. And I believe Drucker County is the least popular map, so maybe it will have a super awesome landmark power to help compensate for it being, you know, kind of inconvenient to play on, which is why they enhanced Drucker County by adding in more roads to drive around on. But that's what I think. So let me know what you think down in the comments section. What were you expecting? Like, what did you think the landmark location would be? I did not think it would be Leeds. I'm not going to take credit for that. Though at the same time, once I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, makes sense. And also, what did you think the effect would be? And here's your chance to make, you know, what would be like. I guess now that I already know, I would correctly predicted that it is the hospital, but I wonder what it's going to do. But we'll do the hospital next in Drucker County, and then I will mop up any outposts, and anything that's left, I will roll it into other beta content. We'll probably start working on 5th skills after this. I'll probably need to establish a real base and actually start building it up. In the meantime, though, hopefully I get my controller back, because, like, oh yeah, I am, like, you know, I mean, I can get the job done on mouse and keyboard, but oh my god, like, especially for the fact that I can't do like combination keybinds. Well, I'll show you what I'm talking. Controls, remap. I can't do something like it doesn't matter which one. Dodge. I can't do like Shift R. So I want it to be like, let's say I wanted it to be Shift and R to do dodge. I can't do that, and that's really annoying. But I'm also not surprised that it doesn't work that way, simply because, like this is not like a particular. It's not like a really complex. It's not like World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, you need way more keybinds. That's what I'm used to, though. A lot of people think I'm not a PC player, but no, I've been playing PC games for a very, very long time, and I'm much more accustomed to much more complex PC games than with much more complex controls. So it's a little it throws me off a bit when I don't have as full control over the rebindings of the key that I'm used to. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video if it was interesting. Subscribe for future Decay 2 or Lethal, well, not Lethal, or Beta. But you know what I'm talking about. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.